another collective worship assembly. My name's Tabz and I'm really excited to be with you today through our video, and I am going to hand over very soon to Hettie and Emily because they are awesome and they're going to lead us in some games. I'll join them as well, but it's going to be really good. Today we're going to learn about fairness and what we can do to be more fair ourselves. So here we go, handing over to Hettie and Emily.
What? Hi! It is great that you have joined us today.
It is.
It's great that you've joined me
Well,
here.
yeah, it is.
It's all good, isn't it?
It's great.
Well, we have a fun pack session.
We do.
What have we got coming up today?
We are obviously going to play some games.
Obviously.
It's going to be fun. We're going to have another Emily versus Tabz challenge.
Oh.
So you'll see how that one goes.
Yeah.
And a game for you to join in with as well. And we'll have our story, obviously, and our thought. And the whole thing, we're going to have some fun. Okay, I've got a game for you.
Oh,
Fabulous.
And for you.
Bring it on.
Okay, the name of a colour is going to appear on the screen.
Okay.
Right.
But the word will be in a different colour
Okay.
to the name of the colour that's written. So, for example, it could say blue, but be green.
Okay.
And you've got to say the colour that the word is written in, rather than the word itself.
So we'd say green.
So you'd say green.
Okay, got it.
So, we're going to have a practice
Right.
so that you
Think
can
I might
see what I
need it.
mean, and you can see what I mean.
Yeah.
So, I would like you to name the colour
Yeah.
of this word. Go.
Orange.
Yes!
Yeah, orange. Yeah, I got that.
Nice one. Okay, number 2. Go.
Yellow.
Green. It's green.
Oh.
It's yellow that's written, but it's in. it's in
Okay.
green. You're right. 2-0. Okay, number 3. Go.
Blue.
Pink.
It's pink. It's written as blue. It's actually pink. Okay, you ready? You might be able to redeem yourself because it's 3-0.
Okay,
So this is
okay.
number 4. Go.
Blue.
Yeah!
Got it right.
Yes!
Oh, great.
It's blue.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a point for that. So it's
Okay.
3-1.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was marginally quicker.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, number 5. Go.
Brown.
Orange.
Ah. So you said it was orange, but it's actually, the word is orange. You said it was brown. It's actually red, but you might have seen brown because you're colourblind.
I am colourblind, which
So-
makes this game really isn't fair.
It's not overly fair for you. So I'm going to give it to you because you were the nearest, and to you it will have been brown, to be fair.
Yeah. Exactly. To be fair.
But to a lot of people,
Being fair. You don't think it's fair, do you?
it could have
No.
been red.
It is fair.
Right, last one. Okay,
Right.
last one.
Yeah.
Number 6. Go!
Yellow.
Yellow.
Yay! You were just there first.
Oh.
Just there first.
Oh.
So, is it 3-3? It's 3-3.
We drew.
You drew.
Oh.
Wow.
Well done. So if
Well done.
anybody got more than 3 right as quickly as they did, give yourselves a round of applause.
Hey Emily, you nearly beat someone who's colourblind at a colour game.
Yeah, but you nearly beat her, and she's not. So that's not bad, really. You did
Skilled.
all right.
Oh, I'm pleased with myself. Yeah.
Skills.
Had a good go.
What time is it?
It's story time.
Fabulous from the book from Bob Hartman, The Rhyming Bible.
Of course it is.
Yes.
Because you know, it's good, so we should use it.
Yeah.
So this one is one story, but it's actually part of 4.
Oh.
So it's like the first part in a bigger story.
Get in.
And I think
Okay.
quite a few people will have heard of this story.
Okay.
So this is the story of a guy called Joseph.
Joseph. Yes.
So, should we read it together? I
Yes.
think that'd be good. Let's do
Yeah,
that.
cool.
So, it's called Coats and Dreams. Joseph dreamed, his brothers schemed, and when it all was through, God dreamed Joseph's dream with him, and Joseph's dream came true.
Joseph was the favourite son of Jacob, his old dad. So Joseph did a lot of things that made his brothers mad.
He snitched on them when they did wrong, and that really got their goat. But what they hated most of all was Joseph's lovely coat.
Jacob made it many-coloured, red and gold all round, while all the other brothers had to wear were coats of brown and brown.
Then Joseph started having dreams. I think this is a sign. We all had sheaves of wheat, he said, and yours bowed down to mine.
And then I dreamed that you were stars, and Father was the sun, and you all joined with Mum, the moon, to honour me as one.
That really was the final straw. The brothers were fed up. The time had come, they all agreed, to deal with this proud pup.
So when they got him on his own, out in the fields one day, they grabbed him and they made a pact to take his coat away.
We'll take his life as well, they cried, and end this dreamer's dreams. We'll say a lion ate him up. It was an evil scheme.
And then one brother said as much. Reuben was his name. I will not take my brother's life. I will not take the blame.
Let's put him in this pit, he said, make him stew and pout. He hoped to come back later on and pull his brother out.
But just as soon as Reuben left, some traders wandered by. Let's sell the dreamers as a slave, brother Judah cried.
20 silver coins they got. Then they killed a goat and took its blood and spread it on the many-coloured coat.
They showed it to poor Jacob to prove his son had died. While off to Egypt Joseph went, a slave all bound and tied.
Joseph dreamed, his brothers schemed, and when it all was through, God dreamed Joseph's dream with him, and Joseph's dream came true. Ooh, we'll find out what happens next week to the rest of that story, and then the week after, and the week after that.
Amazing.
Okay, I've got another Emily versus Tabz challenge for you.
I hope it's fairer than the last one.
Well, what's going to happen is you are both each going to get a ball, and you're going to see who can bounce it the most in the space of 30 seconds.
Okay.
The person with the most bounces wins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a ball, and then we're going to quickly go outside, and you've got to see how many bounces you can get.
So we've got the same amount of time.
Same amount of time.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And both got a ball.
Both got a ball,
Great.
same amount of time. 3, 2, 1, off you go.
Yes, I won! Oh,
Well done,
so
Tabz.
happy.
Let's give Tabz a round of applause.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
Good job,
I love this
good job.
ball. It's a great ball, this.
It's alright, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you messing? This is not fair. Seriously, look at it. It's not the same shape.
Still a ball.
It's deflated.
Oh, you're just
No.
just a sore loser.
No, this is not fair. I'm not having this.
You know?
No.
Wow.
Just because.
I won.
No, just because you make him a cup of coffee every morning, okay, does not.
It's not got to do anything.
You're showing that you're he's your
Do you
favourite.
want a cup of coffee every
You don't
morning?
drink coffee.
I mean, I don't drink coffee, but
You live
it's
off
still not
Diet
fair.
Coke and I can't manufacture
Right,
that.
okay, right. Just because we're married. Ooh.
It's not fair! It's not fair! Why can't it be more fair? How come she gets to stay up later than me? How come they get to get a full McDonald's and I only have to have a Happy Meal? I'm older as well soon. What? I only got 2 minutes playing with that toy. They had like 5 hours. How come they've got all those presents? I know it's their birthday, but it's not fair. I want presents. Right, they've got all those presents. They've got like 150 million presents. I only got 5. Well, I know mine was more expensive. No, it's not fair. That's not the point. Why does he get to kick the ball more than I do? Well, I know he runs to it, but I want to go... Oh, we always get to watch her favourite films. Why can't we get to watch one that I choose? It's not fair. I want to sit in the front seat. They always get to sit in the front seat. It's not fair. Why isn't it fair? It's not fair. Sometimes things really don't feel fair, do they? In fact, sometimes when things don't feel fair, we can feel really bad. But it's actually so important to think, even when things aren't fair, how do we respond? What's the best thing that we could do? If you keep watching, I've got some ideas for you. But first, let's talk about that story. In that story that Hettie and Emily read for us, Joseph's brothers definitely felt like they knew what it felt like to be treated unfairly. I mean, Joseph, he was younger than them. He wasn't as... What was so special about him that he got to have this special coat that he would wear and that he got treated so well? And Jacob, their dad, just thought that he was the best because Jacob was kind of old when they had Joseph and he was a bit softer and that. Maybe you're an older sibling and sometimes you felt like you've been treated unfairly. Or maybe you're a younger sibling and you sit around thinking, oh, I got all the good stuff. Oh, well, I mean, I'm an older sibling, but my little sister had some very different needs to me when we were growing up. But I know that Hettie is the youngest of 4 siblings, and all of her siblings are always saying how she's the favourite and how Mum was a bit softer with her when she was born, and how Hettie got everything that she wants and she still does. And well, you see, sometimes things just aren't fair. But like I said, it's what we do about it that is most important. Keep watching, I will tell you what I think we should do. And so in the story, these brothers got really, really envious, really jealous. And they acted really badly in their jealousy. They even took Joseph and plotted to kill him and then sold him off because it just didn't seem fair how he was being treated. And then when he came and told them all about his dreams and how they were going to bow down to him and honour him as Joseph, you can imagine they would have got even more jealous and even more angry and envious. But is that a healthy way to deal with things when we feel unfairness? Because sometimes things aren't fair. That is part of life. But the important thing is what we do about those things, how we respond. And so, here we go. Here's my tips on how to respond. The first thing is ask yourself, does this thing that's unfair cause anyone hurt or harm? And if so, I need to speak up about it. You see, years ago, there was a movement called the suffragettes, and they were women who believed passionately that they were being treated unfairly because of their gender, because they weren't men and they weren't getting the same rights. And we live in a world now that I'm really happy to see, as a man, that actually women do have a lot more rights. There's maybe still some work to do there, but the suffragettes I'm really thankful for because they spoke up because of the unfairness that was being seen. So that's the first thing. Ask yourself, is it something that I need to speak up or do something about? The second thing, though, is about how we can move on from that point. When you see something that isn't fair, after you've thought, is this something I need to do something about? Think about how you move on, challenged to be more fair yourself. Because unless we go away from something like that thinking, I'm going to be more fair, then all the unfairness in the world is still going to be there. But when we feel like we're not being treated well, we can't always do something to change the way we're being treated, but we can make a good choice, a positive choice, to be treating other people the way we would like to be treated. So I hope you've really got something from that message, something to put into practice next time you feel something isn't fair. Remember that we can change the way we are, and we can make those good choices to treat others how we want to be treated. I'm really glad to see from our collective worship assemblies that some of you have been doing that, and we've been hearing some great stories. So keep them coming to us, and we'll see you in our next session. Bye!